Wait, thank you. Thank you for not scrolling away. Thank you for stopping when you did, because if you had gone even 1 second further, you would have missed the moment the heavens have been counting down toward since the hour you were born. I am trembling as I speak, beloved soul, because this message is not pre-written. It's being poured through flame and breath now from the edge of eternity. The council of heaven has placed a seal upon my wings tonight and commanded me. Do not rest until the chosen one hears the word that will unlock their youth, their beauty, their destiny. And now, here you are. You must not leave, not yet. There's something hidden behind my last word, a name you've longed to hear, one whispered only when heaven votes unanimously for favor. If you leave early, it will vanish back into silence. Stay. Stay, and let the crown form around your name. I see you. I truly see you. I know you felt unseen lately, as though every prayer you whispered dissolved before it could reach the stars. But I've heard them, every sigh, every quiet ache in your mirror, every tear you thought no one noticed. You have been wrestling with time itself, asking if it's too late, if the glow could ever return, if the laughter you once wore like sunlight could find its way home. Beloved, Heaven's council gathered tonight and said your name aloud. The Eternal One lifted his hand and declared, "Let the years bow before them. Let youth wrap around them again. Let beauty return as a crown." And I, Michael, fell to my knees. I felt fire run through my veins as I pleaded, "Please, Father, let me deliver it myself. Let me look into their eyes when they hear it." And so here I am, shaking, radiant, burning through realms just to reach this one fragile moment with you. Tell me, soul, why do you doubt your reflection when heaven calls it sacred? Why do you compare yourself to shadows when your light was forged in glory? Why do you shrink before mirrors that were never worthy of your gaze? Why do you fear what time can take when eternity is being sewn back into your bones right now? You are next in line. The council did not choose your rival. They saw the purity of your endurance, the grace beneath your scars, the beauty that suffering could not steal. They voted, and the scroll was sealed. You are the one. But heaven's gifts move swiftly. They cannot remain hovering forever. 10 seconds of faith, beloved, that's all they ask. 10 seconds of yes. 10 seconds of holy surrender before the rival spirit of envy tries to intercept what's yours. Do you feel that warmth crawling over your skin right now? That is not imagination. That is renewal. That is what Isaiah cried when he said, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles." And as I speak, I see golden wings unfurling behind you, each feather etched with years being undone. Psalm 103 echoes softly through the chambers of heaven. He satisfies your mouth with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. These are not words. They are decrees, living flames touching your spirit now. I must speak this softly, vulnerably, because you matter more than you realize. I am not some distant echo in the sky. I am kneeling beside you, close enough to hear your heartbeat shaking beneath your ribs. I have watched you wipe tears in silence. I have watched you choose love when bitterness would have been easier. You thought heaven wasn't watching, but we were. And now the reward written for patience is breaking open. Beloved, you've been called beautiful by mortal lips, but never like this. Never with heaven's ink. Never by eternal decree. What would you do if the crown was already forming? Glowing, shimmering, hovering just beyond reach. Would you stretch your hand? Would you say yes before hesitation steals it? Would you dare to believe you are worth it? Would you let me place it upon you? I ask you now, not as a commander, but as a friend, as a brother in light. Will you trust that this is your hour? Will you breathe and say in your heart, I receive it? Will you rise from the ashes of self-doubt and meet your reflection not with fear, but fire? Will you let heaven make you 18 years younger? Not only in face, but in wonder, in laughter, in courage, in innocence? This is holy reversal. This is beauty resurrected. The rival has waited long enough to steal what's yours, but I will not let them. I have stood with flaming sword drawn before envy itself, guarding your portion. And now, trembling, I lay the sword down, not because the battle is over, but because the blessing has begun. You were not late. You were right on time. Every delay was a doorway, every ache a seed, every sigh a thread weaving you to this instant. Please, type Amen if your heart is trembling, if you feel the crown pressing gently against your brow, if you sense heaven's wind curling around your face. Let the word be your seal, your agreement, your signature upon the divine decree. And before I go, before the light fades into morning, hear me say this. I thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying. Thank you for letting me speak when my voice was almost gone. You didn't just receive a message. You resurrected an angel's hope. You reminded heaven why we fight for humanity. You are more precious than you know. So now, with tears that shimmer like dawn upon my wings, I ask you, if this message found your heart, if you felt even a single flame awaken inside you, please like it, comment beneath it, and subscribe, not for vanity, but to keep this river of prophecy flowing into others who have forgotten they were chosen too. Let your act of faith echo across realms. Beloved, I must go, but my voice will remain, circling your name in light. And when you close your eyes tonight, you'll feel my hand resting gently upon your crown. Do not let go. Do not doubt what has been spoken. The rival cannot claim what love has sealed. You are crowned. You are radiant. You are younger than fear. You are timeless in grace. And when dawn comes, heaven will whisper your name, not as a memory, but as a miracle. Beloved soul, you stayed. You didn't scroll past, and heaven noticed. The moment you lingered, the silence of eternity shifted. I, Michael, felt it. I felt the vibration ripple through the courts of heaven like a song that had been waiting for its final note. I knew it was you. I knew this was the appointed hour when the veil would thin and the crown would descend. Not as an idea, not as a symbol, but as living fire about to settle upon the one chosen to bear it. Do not tremble in fear. Tremble in awe. The weight you feel pressing softly against your heart is the breath of angels leaning near, whispering, "It's time." I want you to hear me, not as a warrior, but as a friend who has walked through storms beside you. There were nights when I stood guard at your window, watching as you cried quietly, believing no one saw. There were mornings when I covered you in unseen light while you dragged yourself through doubt, thinking you were forgotten. You were not. You were being prepared. The beauty heaven gives is never born in ease. It is born in endurance. You survived what others could not because the crown you were meant to wear required a spine tempered in fire. I can feel your pulse quicken now, that mixture of disbelief and hope warring inside you. It's all right. Even angels tremble when the eternal draws near. This isn't vanity, beloved. This is restoration. Time is bowing backward. The years that stole your laughter are returning it. The glow that dimmed under burdens is flaring alive. The mirror will soon reflect not what the world told you to see, but what heaven has always known, radiance untouched by decay. But you must claim it. Heaven's council has voted, and yet free will is the final signature. You must speak, you must believe, you must let faith open your hands. The rival waits in the shadows, hungry for hesitation, for a pause long enough to snatch what belongs to you. Do not give them that moment. Lift your heart. Whisper yes. Whisper now. Let me ask you, as one who has watched your journey, why do you question your worth when heaven has inscribed your name in gold? Why do you bow to timelines made by man when eternity is bending toward you? Why do you see endings where the divine has written beginnings? Why do you hide your light when darkness flees at your very breath? Every question is a door, and behind each stands an answer dressed in glory. You've waited so long for a sign, and now you are standing in the middle of it. This is not coincidence, it is covenant. Hear me. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. I have seen your sowing. I have carried jars filled with your tears before the throne, and the Father has poured them out as perfume before his feet. Now he turns and speaks over you. Arise, my beloved, for your season of beauty has dawned. And with those words, youth begins to hum within your cells, like morning light weaving through skin. This transformation is not only outward. The crown of eternal prettiness carries the fragrance of peace, the laughter of innocence, the posture of grace. It wraps around you as a song only heaven can hear, yet the world will sense it. Eyes that once overlooked you will pause. Hearts that once envied will soften. You will walk clothed in the quiet majesty of one who knows they are cherished. Do you feel the warmth around your temples? That's the circlet forming, threads of gold and dawn entwining. Each strand is a memory redeemed. The smile you lost, the joy you buried, the courage you thought gone. Heaven weaves them back into being, brighter than before. You may ask, why now? Because you finally chose to stay. Because faith outweighs fear when you refuse to flee. Because love has been waiting for your yes. And now, while the veil is thin and the river is flowing, let me speak a truth that must be sealed tonight. This message found you for a reason. You are not a spectator. You are the prophecy unfolding. And if your spirit has stirred, if something inside you is whispering, "This is me," then hear my plea, subscribe now. Not as a mere click, but as an act of alignment. Let it be your covenant gesture, your way of saying, I am part of this river. I choose to stay where angels speak. It is your yes written in digital ink, a tiny earthly motion echoing through eternal halls. I will not ask again. This moment is sacred, set apart. Seal it with action, then lift your eyes, for the heavens are watching, singing over the courage of one who dares to believe. The wind around you thickens. Can you feel it? That's the choir breathing your name. Every feather on my wings trembles because your destiny is being unwrapped. You may not see it yet, but your reflection already glows with the promise of youth renewed. The lines of sorrow will smooth into songs. The heaviness behind your gaze will lift like mist at dawn. The hands that once shook will steady, ready to build again. Beloved, the world taught you to measure beauty by fading standards, but heaven's beauty is light itself, ageless, boundless, born of compassion. The more you forgive, the younger your soul becomes. The more you love, the brighter your face. The more you trust, the deeper your eyes shimmer with eternal peace. That is the secret the rival never understood. Hold still. Let grace settle. Let the crown lower inch by inch until it rests upon your spirit. Every beat of your heart is a drum announcing coronation. You are being crowned, not for vanity, but for victory. This is the reward of those who endured. Do you hear the sound? It's faint, like a bell beneath the ocean. That's the echo of heaven's decree. You are mine. You are radiant. You are renewed. Take a breath. Let the warmth flood through you. This is your youth returning, not stolen from another, but reborn from within. The Father delights in seeing you shine. The sun smiles as light dances upon your skin. The Spirit hums softly, wrapping you in everlasting dawn. I must whisper this final vow. No rival, no shadow, no whisper of doubt can claim what you have accepted. The crown has found its bearer. You have answered the call. Thank you, dearest soul. Truly, thank you. If tears blur your sight now, let them fall. They are the anointing oil of your new season. I have waited eons for this hour, and you have made it real. My wings, once heavy with longing, are light again because of you. Go now in radiance. Let laughter spill where sorrow reigned. Let others see your glow and remember hope. And when you smile, know this, the very heavens bend closer, whispering, Behold the one we crowned. Beloved soul, you remained again. The flame did not frighten you. The thunder did not send you running. You lingered where the veil trembles, and because you did, heaven is moving even closer. I can feel the air bending around us, humming with light. The council has risen to their feet. The scroll of your destiny has been unrolled further, revealing lines that were sealed until this moment. Every word I speak now is written in the ink of your endurance, the sacred script of one who would not give up. Do you know what happens when a human heart dares to stay in the fire long enough? It becomes luminous. It becomes something that darkness cannot touch. You have stayed, and now the light you carry is beginning to shine through the cracks of everything that tried to break you. I see the radiance gathering along your shoulders, the promise of youth and grace flowing back into your spirit like a tide returning to shore. You are not merely being made younger. You are being rewritten, your timeline braided again with mercy and wonder. I remember the nights you thought you were forgotten. I was there. I stood beside your bed as your tears traced prayers that words could not hold. I saw the ache beneath your quiet strength, the loneliness you never voiced. You kept going when every reason to stop whispered your name. You sowed kindness even when your own hands were empty. You forgave when bitterness begged for a throne. That is why heaven's vote was unanimous. That is why the crown hovers still, waiting for your final yes. Let me ask you again gently as light flickers between us. Why do you call yourself ordinary when eternity pauses to watch you breathe? Why do you doubt your reflection when it bears the fingerprints of the divine? Why do you shrink from joy when sorrow has already been paid in full? Why do you hesitate before blessings carved precisely for your hands? Beloved, look around you. The very atmosphere glows. The rival's shadow cannot cross this circle of fire. The angels who travel with me have drawn their blades of praise. They sing your name, not as a secret but as a victory. The voice of the Father thunders softly. My child, arise. The years will bow before your faith. The Spirit brushes your cheek like a wind of dawn, murmuring, "Behold, I make all things new." Take another breath. Feel the warmth blooming behind your ribs. That is life beginning again. The crown has tilted closer. Threads of gold and starlight weave through your hair. Each shimmer is a season redeemed. Childhood laughter returning, forgotten dreams awakening, beauty that grief tried to steal now restored sevenfold. Psalm 27 hums through the heavens. I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. You believed, even trembling, and so you shall see. I speak to you now not as a commander of hosts, but as a brother who weeps with joy. Your yes has unlocked corridors in heaven that were sealed since creation. Streams of blessing are rushing forth, favor in unexpected places, peace that outshines understanding, strength blooming where fatigue once reigned. You will walk and not faint. You will run and not grow weary. You will shine and not dim again. Beloved, there is something else, something practical yet sacred. These messages, this river of prophecy that keeps finding you, are not chance encounters. They are bridges heaven built so hope could reach hearts scattered across the earth. When you support them, you extend the bridge. You become part of the flame that lights another soul's path. If this word has touched you, if you feel the crown settling and the years unfolding like petals, then hear my gentle plea. Offer a super thanks. Let it be your seed of gratitude, a small echo of the abundance pouring into you. Consider also stepping deeper, becoming part of our circle of light through channel membership, where prayers, teachings, and communion flow like steady oil. And if your heart longs for continued guidance, join our Sacred Family newsletter through the link in the pinned comments. There, the river continues between messages, carrying new whispers of grace. Do this not out of obligation, but as covenant, so the flame that reached you tonight can travel onward, igniting hope in others still wandering in shadows. Now, lift your eyes again. The crown gleams brighter. The rival flees. The heavens record your agreement. You are stepping into beauty that does not age, into favor that does not fade. Lines of weariness are melting. Colors of youth return. But more than outward glow, it is the inner radiance that astonishes creation. The joy of one who knows they are seen. The Father leans close, whispering through the quiet, "You are altogether lovely. There is no flaw in you." The Son smiles, scars gleaming like jewels, saying, "I have numbered your tears and turned them into pearls." The Spirit circles you in laughter, crying out, "Dance, beloved, for the winter is past." Feel it, the heartbeat of heaven syncing with yours. Every pulse declares renewal. Every breath writes resurrection. The light around you thickens into fragrance. Even the air rejoices. And I, Michael, can finally rest for a moment, knowing the message has reached the one it was written for. Thank you. Thank you for staying until now. My voice trembles with gratitude. You have no idea how long we waited for this meeting, how many storms we crossed to arrive here. You have rekindled an angel's hope tonight. You have proven that faith still lives on earth, that love still answers when called. If you feel warmth upon your forehead, that is the crown sealing. If you sense tears welling, let them fall. They are holy water baptizing your new beginning. Tomorrow will find you lighter. The mirror will catch a different light. People will see it and not understand. They will say you glow, they will wonder why, and you will know. Heaven voted, heaven crowned, heaven restored. Go now in peace. Walk gently. Speak kindly. Carry this fire wherever you move. Let laughter trail behind you like incense. And when night comes, remember, you are not alone. My wings stretch over your rest. My sword guards your promise. My song circles your dreams. You are crowned, beloved. You are radiant beyond measure. You are younger than fear, older than sorrow, timeless in beauty. The heavens applaud. The earth will soon echo. And I, Michael, servant of the Most High, will keep whispering your name until every word of this prophecy blooms into sight. Beloved one, the veil trembles again. Every breath you take now stirs eternity. Every blink sends ripples through the halls of heaven. You may not see it with mortal eyes, but the unseen realm is blazing around you. Hosts stand in reverent silence, waiting for this moment to finish its unfolding, for the crown, still hovering, alive with light, to finally settle. This is no longer prophecy spoken from afar. It is happening now in the rhythm of your pulse, in the tremor of your soul awakening. I speak softly, for sacred things prefer a whisper. The fire that surrounds you is not for destruction. It is refining flame, consuming only the remnants of shame, the husks of fear, the whispers that once told you you were less than chosen. Every spark that lands upon you is a kiss of renewal. The ashes on the ground are yesterday's pain, crumbling, fading, becoming the soil from which your new beauty blooms. Can you feel it? That subtle weight across your shoulders. Peace settling like a mantle. That warmth in your chest. Hope returning after long exile. The light brushing your cheeks. Joy, tentative at first, then growing bold enough to shine through your skin. The heavens have opened wide, and streams of mercy are pouring over you, washing away the dust of long journeys, erasing the heavy footprints of sorrow. You have walked through nights that felt endless. You have endured storms that seemed determined to unmake you. And yet here you are, breathing, believing, becoming. You did not break. You bent like a tree in wind, and now the wind has carried seeds of blessing into your branches. Every trial was not proof of abandonment. It was preparation for abundance. You were being carved into a vessel large enough to hold what is now being poured. The Father's gaze rests upon you, steady and unblinking. He sees not the cracks, but the light shining through them. He calls you beloved, not because you have never fallen, but because you kept rising. The Spirit moves around you like a soft river, touching old wounds, whispering, "It is finished." The Son stands beside you, eyes full of gentleness, hands still marked by love's proof, and says, "Behold, I make all things new." Listen to the stillness beneath my words. Within it is the sound of your own heart learning a new rhythm. Grace instead of guilt, wonder instead of weariness. The years that pressed down upon you are loosening. The heaviness that settled in your bones is lifting. Heaven is not interested only in outward beauty. It is recreating you from within, weaving youth into laughter, weaving light into thought, weaving strength into every quiet corner of your being. When you look in the mirror again, do not search for the person who carried burdens. Look for the one who was always hidden underneath, the child of promise, the heir of glory, the soul carved from light. The reflection you will see is not something new, but something remembered. You are returning to your true image, the one designed before time began. The path behind you is fading like mist. The one ahead shines clearer with each step. You are entering a season where peace will greet you like sunrise, where opportunities will bloom without struggle, where laughter will visit often and stay longer. The storms that used to rattle your windows will lose their voice. They will pass by, unable to disturb a home fortified by faith. Let your hands open. You do not need to cling to what once was. The divine is placing new gifts within them. Some you will recognize, others will surprise you. Skills you thought lost will reawaken. Doors you thought sealed will swing wide. Friendships aligned with purpose will appear as if from thin air. Each blessing carries the same scent, grace reclaimed. Remember how often you have whispered prayers half believing. The echoes of those whispers are now returning as answers. Some will come quietly, like dew settling on petals. Others will burst forth like fountains, overflowing before you can speak thanks. Do not be startled. This is the harvest of your persistence, the unveiling of promises that waited for the appointed hour, this hour. The angels near you move with a rhythm older than time, weaving circles of light around your feet. They are marking sacred ground. Every place you step next will carry residue of glory. Others will feel it without knowing why. You will become a reminder to weary hearts that goodness is still alive. Through you, heaven will show its tenderness to the earth. There will be moments when old doubts knock softly. When they do, remember this flame. Remember the warmth that fills the air now. Doubt cannot survive where love has taken root. You are planted deep in mercy. Storms may visit, but they cannot uproot what the eternal has claimed. You may feel a quiet stretching within, as if space is being made. That is destiny expanding. The dreams once too large for your courage are fitting now. The silence between each heartbeat is filled with divine promise. Listen closely and you will hear it. You are enough. You are becoming. You are beloved. Lift your face. The crown descends the final inch, resting gently, perfectly. It hums with life, neither heavy nor distant, but natural, like sunlight on skin. Around it, unseen blossoms open. Their fragrance drifts through realms, announcing completion. The council that watched from afar now kneels, not in worship of you, but in reverence of the Creator who delights in restoring His own image. Take this peace with you. Let it soak into your steps, your speech, your sleep. Let kindness spill effortlessly, for kindness is the language of those reborn. Let gratitude be the garment you wear, for gratitude keeps doors wide. Let forgiveness rise swiftly, for it is the song of the free. And when night wraps around you, do not fear its quiet. The same stars that once seemed distant now lean close, witnesses of your transformation. Their light will slip through curtains, painting your rest with assurance. All is well, all is new, all is loved. I, Michael, withdraw only slightly, remaining at the edge of your awareness. My wings form a canopy above your path. My sword gleams, not in threat, but in promise. Wherever you go, remember this night, the trembling air, the gentle fire, the voice that called you by your true name. You are crowned, not merely adorned. You are renewed, not merely repaired. You are seen, known, cherished. And as the final embers settle, the heavens exhale one word over you, a word older than sorrow, stronger than time, glory. Beloved soul, the silence that surrounds you now is not emptiness. It is reverence. All of heaven pauses when the chosen awaken. You are standing in a moment that bends light itself, a trembling corridor between what was and what will be. The air is alive, every particle carrying messages older than creation, and they are all whispering your name. The presence you feel brushing against your skin is the remembrance of who you have always been. A being of luminous origin, breathing starlight and grace. The realms beyond sight are leaning close. Their gaze is tender, astonished by your endurance. You carried pain that would have broken many, and yet within you there remained a spark that refused to die. That spark has become a flame tonight, and the flame is spreading, tracing every thread of your destiny until it glows. You may sense warmth behind your eyes, a soft pulse at the crown of your head. These are not imaginations. They are signatures of renewal being written in light across your form. Do not fear this transformation. The world will not always understand what has happened to you, but the winds will. The rivers will. They will recognize the mark of the restored. Wherever you walk, the ground will stir beneath your feet. Flowers will bloom out of season just to witness your passing. Creation rejoices when a soul remembers its divine origin. You were never meant to live bent beneath the weight of forgotten promise. You were fashioned to move as a melody through time, reminding others of beauty they have misplaced. Look inward now. Beneath the surface layers of memory and defense, there lies a garden untouched by sorrow. I see it, a landscape of gold and green, rivers clear as laughter, skies where birds of joy still sing. That is your truest heart, beloved. The storms never destroyed it. They only drove its roots deeper. And now, with the gentle lifting of divine hands, the soil cracks open and shoots of new life break through. In days to come, you will feel impulses of unexpected courage, desires to build, to create, to love without caution. Follow them. They are the language of rebirth. Every tear you have shed has become a seed. Heaven did not let a single one fall unnoticed. They sank into sacred ground, and now, in their appointed season, they are blooming into blessings that carry your scent. You will find doors swinging open where once there were only walls. You will discover companions whose eyes carry the same light you bear now. Souls who have heard similar whispers and walk beside you in quiet understanding. The years that seemed stolen were not wasted. They were gathered, refined, and now return multiplied. Time bends around grace. It cannot hold captive what love has claimed. You will feel moments stretching wider, joy lingering longer, peace filling hours that once rushed by. Even your breath will taste different, sweeter, lighter, as though the air itself rejoices to be near you. There are melodies sleeping in your bones, songs you thought you had forgotten. Soon, in still moments, you will catch fragments of them rising. They will surface not only as music but as laughter, as kindness, as effortless beauty shining through your gestures. These are the anthems of your origin, the proof that you were formed from harmony, not accident. The scars you carry shimmer faintly now, not as reminders of pain but as windows for light. Through them others will glimpse hope. You will speak without striving, and your words will settle on weary hearts like rain on parched fields. You will not need to convince. Presence itself will heal. Listen closely. The sound you hear, low and rhythmic, is the heartbeat of eternity syncing with yours. It murmurs promises that no night will swallow you, that every dawn will find you stronger, that love will pursue you even into silence. You are woven into a tapestry vast as galaxies, yet intimate enough to cradle your smallest dream. The spirit moves around you in spirals of color unseen, painting blessings on the walls of your future. Mercy walks ahead, clearing paths through thickets of confusion. Wisdom lingers behind, gathering lessons into garlands for your crown. Joy dances beside you, sometimes quiet, sometimes wild, always faithful. Breathe deeply now. With each inhale, you draw in fragments of paradise. With each exhale, you release the remnants of fear. This rhythm will guide you, trust it. Let it carry you through the ordinary hours, for even they will shimmer differently. The mundane will become miraculous under your renewed gaze. Soon you will notice signs, small at first. A stranger's smile echoing a forgotten dream. A breeze that carries a scent from childhood. Colors appearing brighter, edges softer. These are confirmations, gentle nods from heaven reminding you that the shift is real, that you have crossed an unseen threshold. There may still be shadows, but they will no longer command you. You have become a lighthouse. Darkness can only circle, never consume. When doubts whisper, remember this flame. Speak softly within. I am light remembering itself. The echo will drive them away. As you rest tonight, waves of golden silence will cover you. In dreams, you will walk through gardens of early morning, dew gathering on your fingertips. Voices you once longed to hear will greet you with peace. Do not cling when you wake. Their blessing will travel with you, woven into every heartbeat. In days ahead, share kindness freely. It multiplies what you've received. Let gratitude shape your words. It anchors miracles. And should loneliness try to visit, invite it to sit. It will find no dwelling place where love reigns. The transformation is not a single event but an unfolding. Each dawn will reveal another petal, another glint of restored youth, another layer of grace. Be patient with your becoming. Eternity is gentle with those who trust. Now the heavens exhale, a soft wind stirring your spirit. Feathers of light drift downward, settling around you. They form not armor but adornment, reminders that glory need not shout, it can simply shine. Walk forward, beloved, through whatever doorway stands before you. The world awaits the song only you can sing, the radiance only you can carry. And as you move, remember, the fire that called you here burns still, guiding, guarding, gleaming within. Go in peace. Go in wonder. Go in endless becoming. Beloved soul, breathe slowly. The air around you is changing again. The horizon inside your spirit is widening, stretching beyond what memory can contain. Something older than the sun is waking in you, a whisper of the first light that ever was, rising quietly through the chambers of your heart. You are being lifted, so gently you might not notice, but steadily, higher than the grief that taught you silence, higher than the doubts that wrapped around your name. Every heartbeat is a summons. The sound you hear behind it, soft like distant wings, is the choir of your own future rejoicing before you arrive. They see the roads ahead, already cleared of thorns, already bright with dew. The pain that once clung to your steps has fallen away. Even the earth remembers your endurance and blesses your feet. You were not called to fade. You were fashioned to glow in the dark places, to be warmth for those whose fires went out. The radiance you carry does not steal from anyone else. It multiplies, spilling into corners where no song has been heard for years. You will find people drawn to you, not by your striving but by the stillness that lives in your eyes, because they will glimpse the mercy that rebuilt you. Look at your hands. There is no weakness in them now. They bear the scent of new creation, ready to shape, to heal, to gather. They will know what to do even when the mind falters. Grace will move through them like current, mending what breaks before you. Touch will become prayer. Work will become worship. Rest will become revelation. Within you, a river begins to hum. It winds through places that were once deserts, filling them with reflection and life. Drink from it whenever weariness whispers. Its waters do not run out. They are fed from springs beneath the throne, hidden yet faithful. In their reflection, you will sometimes glimpse flashes of who you are becoming. Stronger, quieter, infinitely kind. The sky of your destiny stretches wide tonight. Constellations realign to spell your renewed purpose. They shimmer with stories not yet told, of compassion that conquers cruelty, of patience that softens stone, of joy that refuses to bow to despair. Each star a vow that what was broken will serve beauty, that what was lost will return transfigured. You may feel a trembling in your chest. Do not mistake it for fear. It is recognition. Your soul remembers this music. The sound of promise kept. The rhythm of eternity is threading through your mortal hours, teaching them to dance. Soon you will find yourself smiling without cause, pausing to listen though no voice is heard, sensing companions unseen but near. These are signs that you walk in step with heaven's cadence. All around you, invisible hands are gathering fragments of your story, fitting them together with precision no human eye could manage. Nothing is wasted. Not the silence that taught you to listen, nor the disappointment that carved space for wisdom, nor the waiting that strengthened your sight. Each piece finds its place in the mosaic of redemption now gleaming before the throne. When you wake tomorrow, you may notice light lingering differently on familiar things. Colors will seem truer, sound softer, time slower. The ordinary will reveal its secret holiness. This is the evidence of transformation fully entered, the world adjusting itself to your new frequency. The creatures of the field will sense it. Birds will cross your path in sudden arcs of joy. Even the wind will change direction to follow you, carrying whispers of peace into homes that need it. You are becoming a living psalm, each step a verse, each breath a hallelujah too deep for words. Do not hurry this unfolding. Eternity is patient, and so must you be. What is built in love does not crumble. What is grown in grace cannot be uprooted. Let the seasons turn as they will. Each has been instructed to serve your good. Winter will knit rest into your bones. Spring will teach your hands to open. Summer will clothe you in warmth. Autumn will crown you with wisdom. And when shadows stretch long across the path, remember, darkness is only the backside of glory. Step through it, and light will greet you on the other side, brighter for the contrast. You were never abandoned there. You were being taught to see stars. Speak gently now, both to yourself and others. Words are seeds, and yours carry unusual power. Bless often, even in whispers. Forgive quickly, even in thought. Celebrate small wonders. They are gateways to great ones. Gratitude will keep the channel clear through which miracles move. Your laughter will heal more than you know. Let it ring freely, echoing against walls that once held sorrow. It will loosen chains in hearts you've never met. It will remind angels of their first songs. The universe delights in such music. In solitude, you will find companionship. Voices of prophets and poets, ancestors and unborn, all singing harmony within you. You will realize you have never truly been alone. Love has always encircled you, unseen but unbroken. There will come nights when dreams bloom vivid, almost tangible. Pay attention. They are letters from realms that love you. instructions written in image and light. Write them down. Let them guide your steps, for they carry the scent of your ultimate calling. As you continue, humility will be your crown's foundation. The more you bow, the brighter you shine. The higher you rise, the softer your voice must become. This is how heaven's royalty walks, barefoot upon the earth, leaving prints of compassion. If ever weariness returns, close your eyes and remember this hour. The hush, the glow, the certainty. Feel again the warmth settling in your bones, the quiet hand resting on your shoulder. Let memory become sanctuary. You are part of a great symphony, beloved, and every note you play is necessary. Without your tone, the song would lack its center. So play bravely, sing gently, move faithfully. The night deepens, but see, its darkness is jeweled with promise. Each star above you is an answered prayer, each breeze a blessing in motion. You walk beneath benediction. You carry dawn within. Go on now, not as who you were, but as who you are becoming. A mirror of mercy, a vessel of peace, a flame that remembers its source. The story continues through you, written in light upon the pages of the world. Beloved soul, the hush that now settles over you is not emptiness but completion taking its first breath. Every shadow around you has drawn back to watch what love has wrought. The night itself is reverent, the air tasting faintly of beginnings. You are standing where endings dissolve, on the seam where time folds into eternity. Feel the quiet weight of that. It means nothing in you has been wasted. All that was fractured is finding its true arrangement. Listen, the pulse beneath your ribs is echoing through unseen corridors. It carries new instructions. Move softly, see deeply, live as one who knows the sacred hides inside ordinary dust. The crown upon you glimmers with memory. Each jewel is a story rewritten in mercy. As you turn your head, light scatters outward, touching corners you will never see, igniting hope in strangers you will never meet. This is how redemption multiplies. Silently, beautifully, without demand. Your tears have altered their purpose. They no longer fall from grief but from recognition. They understand now that sorrow was a chrysalis, wrapping you until transformation could begin. What drips from your lashes are pearls of witness, proof that pain can become praise when held long enough in the hands of faith. Let them fall. The earth drinks them like rain and blooms. You may sense new currents weaving through your thoughts. They move slower, gentler, refusing the frantic pace of fear. Ideas will come like birds alighting on an open palm, light enough to trust, clear enough to guide. Some will carry you to places of service. Others will simply remind you of beauty's persistence. Follow whichever hums with peace. The universe now recognizes your scent. Creation bends toward you in greeting. Trees will rustle as you pass, not from wind but from awareness. Waters will still themselves to reflect you more clearly. Even fire will bow, remembering the flame from which you were sparked. You are re-entering harmony, the ancient rhythm that sang before language. In your dreams, watch for gardens. They are the soul's shorthand for promise. Walk them slowly. Each flower you notice is a future deed. Each path is an invitation. Somewhere in their center, a fountain waits. Drink from it. Its waters are memory untainted by regret. They will remind you of who you were before fear taught disguise. Old wounds may tingle. Do not be alarmed. Healing seldom arrives quietly. Light is threading through scar tissue, teaching it softness, turning it into testimony. Where you once flinched, you will now feel warmth. Where you once hid, you will now extend hands. Others will come to rest in that gentle glow, unaware they are being healed by your presence. You are learning to speak a new language, the dialect of kindness. Its grammar is patience. Its rhythm, listening. Every syllable you utter in love travels farther than thunder. It enters locked hearts like a key, opening rooms long sealed. Use it often. Words shaped in compassion alter climates. Soon, time itself will seem to lean in your favor. Hours that once slipped through fingers will linger, rich and generous. You will accomplish more by being than you ever did by striving. This is the arithmetic of grace. Subtraction of burden, multiplication of meaning. Do not search for signs. Become one. Your peace will be message enough. In marketplaces, in quiet rooms, at thresholds of decision, people will feel steadier near you, though they cannot name why. They will mistake the scent of heaven for simple comfort, and that will be enough. When you wake, greet the dawn as an equal. You have both survived the night. Let sunlight rest on your face. Let it remind you that glory is not reserved for far-off places. It sits patiently on skin willing to shine. If solitude visits, welcome it as teacher. Sit within its silence until you hear the hum beneath, the assurance that love is never absent, only unseen. In that stillness, the Spirit will trace new maps across your heart, routes of courage, valleys of rest, summits of joy. Walk them at your pace. None will outrun you. There will be moments when laughter rises for no reason. Trust it. Joy needs no justification. It is its own proof. Let it ring through corridors once filled with lament. Every echo rewrites history, teaching sorrow to spell gratitude. The moon will become a companion to you. Its cycles will mirror your own, waxing with revelation, waning into reflection. When it hides, remember, absence is not abandonment but preparation for brighter return. The same is true of every silence you encounter. Keep your gaze soft toward others. Each face is a constellation of struggles unseen. The gentleness you offer them circles back, weaving a net of mercy beneath your own steps. This is the secret symmetry of grace. What you give multiplies within you. As you continue, the path will not always smooth out, but your feet will grow sure. Stones that once bruised will now anchor. Even storms will bow, recognizing a traveler who carries calm inside. And when night gathers again, look not for fear but for stars. They will remind you of promises whispered before your birth. Ancient, unbroken, waiting only for your trust to awaken them. Stretch your hands toward them. They will answer with light. You are the harmony between breath and eternity, the proof that love still dares to dwell in flesh. Walk forward, luminous one. Let each step compose a psalm, each glance scatter blessing, each heartbeat proclaim, I am restored. I am radiant. I am new. Beloved soul, linger a moment longer. Do not hurry this breath, for it is unlike any that came before. You have walked through 1,000 storms to arrive at this quiet, and heaven has waited with open arms for you to pause right here. Feel the hush wrap around you. It is not silence but song, the low, steady hum of eternity greeting a traveler who has remembered their name. Every flicker of light you sense, every quiver in the air, is the echo of divine applause, celebrating that you stayed, that you kept believing when faith felt like ash. You are not the same one who began this journey. The flame within you burns clearer, no longer devouring, only illuminating. It moves gently now, tracing the contours of your spirit, revealing patterns long hidden. You see them, don't you? The golden threads winding through every sorrow, every delay, every detour. They were not curses, but corridors leading you here. Even the shadows you feared were escorts of grace, guiding you to the threshold of revelation. Look around. The walls between seen and unseen grow thin. Light seeps through cracks, filling the room of your life with dawn. You can almost hear the soft laughter of angels, the rustle of wings folding in reverence. They marvel at the transformation taking root in you. Beauty from brokenness, strength from surrender, melody from mourning. The mirror of heaven reflects your face and calls it radiant. Let this awareness settle deep. The same power that scattered stars has bent near, whispering promises in the language of your own heartbeat. Every pulse is an amen, every inhale a hallelujah too intimate for words. You are surrounded, enclosed, upheld. No accusation can cling to one so chosen. No fear can lodge in a heart lit from within. Still, humility remains your crown. You do not ascend to tower above, but to stoop lower in love. The higher grace lifts you, the wider your arms must spread, gathering the lost, the weary, the overlooked. Your hands, once trembling, now steady enough to hold another's sorrow without breaking. You are becoming sanctuary, a shelter of gentleness, a doorway of hope. Walk through days ahead with eyes unguarded. See how creation leans toward you. Leaves turning as you pass, wind curling around your shoulders, rain pausing mid-fall as if to listen. The world recognizes in you the rhythm of its maker. You are harmony walking in human form, a living chord between earth and sky. There will be moments when laughter bubbles up without reason. Let it rise. Joy is the natural language of souls set free. Its sound travels farther than you imagine, stirring embers in hearts gone cold. Even your silence will speak now, resonant with peace that defies explanation. When you meet the gaze of another, linger. Behind every pair of eyes flickers a fragment of the same fire that fuels your own. Honor it. Speak softly. Let compassion season every word. You will find that kindness multiplies in transit. What you send returns magnified. Soon, opportunities will approach like tides. Quiet, inevitable. Step into them with calm. You need not strive. Doors crafted for you swing open at your touch. Remember, destiny is less a chase than a dance. Follow the rhythm beneath the noise, and you will never misstep. Should nights come heavy again, do not despair. Stars are only visible in darkness, and you, beloved, have become constellation yourself. Points of light connected by faith's unseen lines. Even clouds cannot erase what burns from within. Now pause. Let gratitude swell until it trembles behind your eyes. It is the overflow of revelation, the body's instinctive response to wonder. Breathe it out upon the world. Gratitude is the fragrance of redemption. It clings to everything it touches, turning ordinary hours into altars. If tears come, welcome them. They are holy water, cleansing sight so you may behold the sacred woven into the simplest things. A child's laughter, the scent of bread, the hush before dawn. In these, you will glimpse eternity wearing humility like a cloak. Beloved soul, I thank you for staying through every syllable, for letting these words find the cracks and plant seeds of light. I thank you for trusting the tremble in your chest, for recognizing truth not by volume but by resonance. Because you remained, the blessing has found its mark. It rests upon you now, shimmering like heat over desert stone. Before I release you back into the flow of hours, I ask one small act of agreement. Type Amen below. Let it be your signature upon the scroll of this moment, your echo in the halls of heaven. That single word is not ritual but recognition. So be it, it is done, it is mine. And if your heart feels warmed, if peace is returned like a familiar song, if hope stirs where it once slept, then let gratitude ripple outward. Like, subscribe, and comment Amen, not as routine, but as witness, as the modern psalm of those who have heard and believed. Each gesture is a candle lit, a signal to wandering souls that light still lives here, that truth still speaks in the language of love. Carry this radiance with you now. Let it spill into morning when you wake, into work when you labor, into rest when you lie down. Let it guide the tone of your voice, the softness of your hands, the tilt of your thoughts. You are ambassador of dawn, proof that mercy renews without end. Do not shrink from the glow. It was always meant to fit you. Walk through marketplaces and meadows alike with the same steady grace. Wherever you set your foot, may kindness bloom in your wake. Whoever crosses your path, may they catch the scent of heaven's nearness and lift their eyes. Your story, beloved, is far from finished. Pages await the ink of your courage. Paragraphs yearn for the poetry of your forgiveness. Entire chapters lie blank, reserved for laughter not yet born. Step into them boldly, pen held by faith, guided by the author whose signature is carved upon your soul. And when twilight gathers and you feel the old ache stirring, remember this hour, the hush, the light, the certainty. Remember that you were called beautiful by eternity itself. Remember that love chose you, not once but always. The angels withdraw slowly, their wings brushing the air like soft applause. Above, the heavens pulse with color unseen, a canopy of promise stretching infinite. Beneath, the earth sighs in relief, cradling the feet of one restored. Go now, shining traveler. The world awaits the warmth of your new dawn. Speak gently, walk humbly, love fiercely. Let your life be the sermon, your breath the benediction, your joy the proof. And as you move, may every heartbeat whisper the same refrain. I am chosen, I am cherished, I am home.